Hello, Master Numerologist Andre Alvin Moore, and it's been over 100 days now, and the war is still taking place in Ukraine, and over 44 million people's lives have been disrupted. And so, let us continue our prayers that this madness will soon come to an end. Okay, thank you, you guys. Okay, today's lesson: Maya is a drama queen. The great holy masters and yogis who have conquered themselves speak of a cosmic illusion covering humanity's eyes with a fabric of falsehoods and deceptions. They call this illusion Maya. This fabric serves multiple purposes. She represents the grand scale, weighing out our actions and reactions. Depending upon your scale's weight, your life is printed out. This script can be changed because each soul has free will. You can change the circumstances of your life if you are willing to do so. The purpose of each incarnation is to merge your consciousness with the great I am. Maya's job is to provide you opportunities to do so. When a soul incarnates on earth, it is because there are lessons to be learned. Maya is a great school teacher. She hands out assignments based on our past actions. After the study, we must take our tests. If we fail, we must retake the class. This class is called reincarnation that lands us back into the classroom. Our churches are to provide us with guidance, but the students who sit in these classes have a complex and challenging time learning and mastering the lessons. Maya is a drama queen who places humanity in different types of conflicts. She is a puzzle maker, playing her cosmic game with us. Her biggest illusion is that she has us believing that her games are real. Our eyes deceive us into thinking that life is separate, that unity is not what we are. She divides us into different groups as nationalities, genders, religion, skin color, wealth, and poverty. Our faulty eyes do not see when a soul enters and leaves a body. So most assume that life begins at birth. And if you're not the religious type, it ends at death. Our soul is wrapped in a physical, astral, and causal body I call a costume. In each incarnation, you put on a different type of costume. But as a soul drop a costume, it becomes much more freer. If a soul has accumulated additional negative karma or has unfulfilled wants and desires, then the soul will reincarnate into another physical body. The physical body is the more denser of the three, and it prevents the soul from tapping into some of its powers called siddhis. The actual costume is more transient. It's made of light particles, and the soul can tap more into its divine powers, more into its divine nature. And the casual body is the thinnest of the three, and a soul that's on the casual plane has tremendous powers. For an example, souls that are on this plane of cosmic illusions can bring forth universes. Maya's primary objective is to keep us divided and conflicted. If our attention is cast outward, there is little or no time to seek God. If God wanted to hide somewhere, he would hide inside of a man. Men are too busy searching for their dreams and do not bother to search or seek out their ultimate truth. Maya is an excellent deceiver, a trickster, who adores herself in delicate fabrics, smelling sweet and grabbing our attention with her exquisite beauty. Maya fills our hearts with falsehoods about God, stating that he's jealous and will punish us in fire that will last for all of eternity. Maya tells us to fear the Lord. Maya's favorite weapon is fear. She's a seductress who whispers in our ears what we want to hear, but not what is true. How long will we allow Maya to deceive us? She taints, she taints our thinking, having us believe that we are less than we are. We no longer value the sanctity of life. Queen Maya lives in the realms of chaos and confusion. She pulls us close to her, pretending to be a friend, but plotting how to keep us trapped on the wheel of reincarnation. She baits us into she baits us into picking up weapons of destruction, pulling triggers and killing children and our elders. We stand by observing this madness, frozen where we stand, while corrupt politicians do her bidding, pointing their bony fingers and playing the blame game. She took our vision and replaced it with falsehoods and deception. Maya got us doing despicable things against one another. Our eyes are now our eyes are now blinded by lust and greed, selling our souls for 30 pieces of silver. Tell me, what God do we serve? Where do we stand? What are we valuing in life? Is it wealth, power, or control over others? Is it ownership of our homes, cars, or land? Queen Maya got us choosing death over life. We are confused and can no longer discern what is good. Evil is running rampant and our heroes are dying. Where there once was courage, now stands cowardice. The word drama contains 5 letters. We find ourselves caught up in a whirlpool of conflicts and emotions. Our undisciplined emotions hold us prisoners, denying us our freedom. Letter D vibrates on the 4th level. We hide behind digital walls. It is our platform where we carry out our business. This wall has created a metallic society void of feelings and compassion. The recent mass shootings and murders are indicators that we are drifting further apart from each other. Letter R vibrates on the 9th level. Have we lost our humanity? Are we losing our society? Why are we acting so destructive? Taking life without remorse. They're not taking responsibility for the collective vibration that creates the frequency that allows these harmful things to occur. Letter A vibrates on the 1st level. Let peace begin with me. Take individual responsibility for your actions. Teach your children how to love by living a loving life. Teach your children the value of respecting another. Letter M vibrates on the 4th level. Modern civilizations pour concrete as a starting point when they build their structures. Our cars drive over this rigid structure. In most urban cities, people walk upon concrete. Concrete acts like a barrier, blocking Earth's vibration from entering our feet so that this potent vibrational energy is not absorbed into our solar plexus. Our shoes create a similar situation. Our planet is alive with electrical and magnetic charges. This rigid structure disconnects us from Mother Earth, denying us our total radiation charges. Animals instinctively know the healing powers of mud. They enjoy wallowing and playing in it. Small children love making mud pies and getting their hands dirty. People who work with the earth, like farmers, know the power in healing vibration. We would do wise to go barefooted and walk more across God's green land. This simple and easy practice would help us reconnect to our actual being, the soul, and act as a small barrier to keep the power of Queen Maya at bay. Letter A vibrates on the first level. Our sun rules this letter and is needed for life to exist, along with the three major elements of water, air, and earth. Our concrete structures lock us away from this vital energy anywhere from 40 to 60 hours a week. If possible, try to take in the sun rays from the hours of sunrise until noon. Earth and sun energy are potent forces that can release your consciousness from the cosmic illusion of Maya that keeps you from seeing and realizing your purity of being, your soul. The vibration pattern for the word drama is 49141 and vibrates on the 19th level, reduced to its core, number 1. Maya's primary purpose is to teach us not to fall prey to the false truth that you are not divine. She uses every trick in the book to teach us. Her illusions are strong, but your willpower to resist is more potent because you hold the power of God's will. It's your true essence, the soul. You are much more powerful than Maya. So why do Maya wins 99.9% of her battles? It is very difficult to free yourself from the three confines of the cosmic illusions. Lord Krishna says that if 100,000 souls search for me, only 100 would find me. And if 100 finds me, only one will know me. Will you be that one? Will you know the Lord in all of her aspects in this incarnation? Will you spend the time that is needed to subdue Maya and her cosmic illusions? Will you come out of the grave? Will you come out of the tomb? Will you stand free and merge your consciousness with the great I am? The choice is yours. You must do the work. Others will come and help and to lead and to show by examples. And they may even at times take away some of your karma. But for the most part, you must do your part. To become liberated, it requires 25% of your effort, 25% of the guru's effort, and 50% of God's effort. It is a big task, but God has given us all of eternity to get it right. We left God out of curiosity. We wanted to partake of this thing called life. And now that we're in it, we're having a hard time freeing ourselves from it. In Maya's job, she acts like a whip. She brings so much pain and suffering until we get to the point where we say, I can't take it no more. I can't take it no more. And then you start doing the work that is needed to free yourself. I wish love was the force to free us. But apparently, we don't want love to free us. We want the chaos. We want the suffering. Because why are we continually suffering and bringing suffering upon our brethren and our centurion if we don't want it, if we don't need it, if we don't thrive under it? My heart is broken with all of these mass shootings taking place here in America. And you must ask yourself, why? Politicians says that we must sit down and talk about it. What is there to talk about? Haven't you talked enough when the babies from Sandy Hooks was murdered? There is nothing to talk about. It is time to act. You must have the courage. To live life takes courage. To do the right thing takes courage. You give me liberty or you give me death. So you must ask yourself, do you have the courage to subdue Maya, to make connection with your everlasting self? Or will you incarnate and waste another life searching for things outside of yourself, things that you know you can never take beyond the grave? You must leave everything behind. But if you find God, then God is always with you. And you will never ever have to reincarnate again and taste the poisonous fruit of Maya. So, until the next video, peace.